Hello ladies and gentlemen, 'tis I, AppleSaws, and I will be your host today as we explore the elements of gaming. So, what makes objectively a good game? The answer to this is, well, your opinion. But for the sake of speaking more in depth, let me break it down for you. I feel what makes a good game is the need or want it satisfies. A nice example of this is the good ol' RPG. The RPG genre and subgenres and anything related usually follow the trend of leveling up. In the greatest of RPGs, you can feel that you're honestly getting better, not just seeing numbers go up on a screen. You see your character physically and mentally change. You're getting into the story, you're enveloped by the world that you're around and that you found yourself in. Plenty of people just love to grind and don't even bother with the story. Just watching your character gain new skills and take down behemoth monsters. Or perhaps just watching numbers go up on a screen. Point is, if you want to play something that gives the satisfaction of getting better at what you're doing by constantly doing similar things repetitively to gain new levels, items, and abilities, then RPG is what's right for you. Of course, this style of game can become stagnant or outright boring to a number of gamers. Some folks just want to be better at the game than anybody else. People want to play with skill. Some of these people play competitively. They look at the skill ceiling of the game and push it higher. Competitive has no distinctive genre, but the game must follow some God damn it. But a game must follow some particular rules before it can be considered competitive. It must be multiplayer and must be based on superior skill alone that one gamer or group of gamers wins against another. A steep learning curve, complex hand-eye coordination, and many hours are required to even be considered decent at these games. Often it is the competitive games that you see tournaments of. League of Legends, Dota, Street Fighter, CSGO, Smash Brothers, etc. Another spectrum of this is the challenging platformer, or some Souls games and anything like it. But for the sake of time, I'll just move on. If improving your skill within a game against other human challengers who want nothing but the same, that is to climb the proverbial ranks of greatness, then a competitive game will satisfy that itch. But not everybody likes the time it can take to get good, if you will. Some simply don't have it, time that is. So it's on to an easier game, one with a simpler learning curve, or lack thereof. A game where you can build and create, one that allows you to play a godlike entity, or devil if you like. The Sims, SimCity, Tycoon games, and other simulation games. These games can be incredibly time-consuming but incredibly enjoyable. So if you like to create, build, and form nigh-realistic businesses with, at time, insane depth, then mayhaps a sim game is great for you. It satisfies that need. There's also strategy, platformers, shooters, action, adventure, sports, and many a subgenre of. Welcome to the Elements of Gaming, where I and a few of my pals chat about games and stuff. This show is going to be a little unorthodox in the sense that, well, it's not that well organized, and I'm not a good writer, and I get distracted often, and holy shit, is that a cookie? Point is, while this may seem like a professional and well thought out show, it's it's really not. But the elements of story will be here to review games and topics similar to it, and for the sake of the show name, cover the elements of gaming. And, well, so what are the elements of gaming? DJ?
The elements that make up gaming are far too numerous to cover within reasonable time. Example: it is a development of numerous robust and logical systems that leads to player-unique solutions to situations in the game. One could describe these solutions as emergent from the systems design of the game, a popular buzzword in game design circles. Establishing a game universe that functions in accordance with logical rules the player can easily understand and use to his advantage allows players to come up with their own solutions to the problems the game presents. Nothing can be more rewarding for the player than when he tries some obtuse, unobvious method for solving a puzzle or combat situation and it actually works. The more complex systems that work correctly and concurrently with each other, the more interesting and varied the solutions to situations become. Consider the game Civilization. With its numerous systems running in parallel, these systems work together to create some of the most compelling gameplay ever pressed to a disc. This element can be understood as logical understanding.
Holy shit, did you just
read that off the internet? Yeah, I did. I haven't even played Civilization before.
The point is, we're going to break down the elements of gaming to their simplest form. Sound, graphical fidelity, gameplay, replay value, story, and ultimate opinion. And we're not just going to talk about games, but also game design, the industry as a whole, and how games have changed us all.
Join me, Wuten, and DJSmells, and probably some other folks as we explore the gaming medium for all it's worth. Or something. We just talk about games. See you guys in the next episode.
I'm a burping fool!